Hi, I'm Sonia, and welcome back to my channel, Sonia on Being 60. Today, I thought I would give you a bit of an update on how the no caffeine is going and whether or not it's making a difference on my running, as well as give you an update on my training because Ironman Florida is now just under 4 months away. Hard to believe, it's almost here. In terms of my running and the no caffeine, first of all, I haven't had caffeine since I stopped, and it's probably going on to close to a month now. I feel great. I have tons of energy. I'm sleeping well. I really don't feel that I need the caffeine anymore. I still drink decaf coffee. I think the reason is it's twofold. It's a habit. I get up in the morning and have coffee, and I like the taste of it. So for now, I'll continue having some decaf. I don't know if the coffee itself is still impacting when I run. I might have to give it a go one of these days with no coffee, even though it's decaf. Talking about decaf coffee, my daughter yesterday went to a coffee shop here in Ottawa. It's called Brown Bag Cold Brew. I'll put a link to the location of the coffee store in the description below. Anyway, she went in to the coffee shop and she was just inquiring about different coffees, and the owner was telling her how some of the coffees from Peru are lower in acid, they're less acidic, so kind of better for your gut and what have you. So she asked him about decaf coffee, and he said that yes, they had decaf, and she was inquiring about the cold brew as well and asking if that came in decaf. And apparently he asked her, why she wanted decaf, because she was purchasing caffeinated products. So she told him my story, what I've been doing, getting off the caffeine, trying to figure out the gut issues when I'm running. So he actually gifted me. He told her that he thought my story was really good and that he hoped maybe his coffee could help. So he gifted me some decaf cold brew, which I think I'm going to try right now and see how that tastes. I love iced coffee, and it smells really good. Oh yeah, like it's nice and strong. Like that tastes like real coffee. Like decaf is good, the decaf that I'm drinking, but it doesn't have that real coffee taste. Oh my goodness, like this is delicious, and it's black. I usually put some cream in my coffee, but sometimes when I'm drinking it cold, I quite enjoy it black. So I'll have to go stop by at that shop and thank the owner for what he did. I thought that was just the nicest thing. So just to get back to how the caffeine and kind of all the diet restrictions I put on myself are impacting my runs. During my weekly, like the midweek runs, I'm still having to stop to the bathroom like maybe 1 or 2 times, but it's okay. It's an 8 or 10K run, so it's not so bad. But I still want to keep trying the diet. I'm loosening up some of the restrictions just because I was just getting really sick and tired of kind of meat and eggs, which is kind of what all I was eating. My long runs, well, they're not that long right now. They're like, a couple of weeks ago it was like 12K, and last week was 14. This week 16, but they're starting to ramp up now. So the last 2 weeks on my long run, it was awful. Like it was like every 2K I had to go to the bathroom, and there was more walking, I think, than running. So I made a decision. I said, because my long runs, I have to do them, and they're starting to increase. Like I really need to get back into kind of marathon shape. So I decided that before the long run, I would take half of a Tylenol 3. And I did that this morning. I had 16K to run. Not an issue. It was wonderful. Like nothing really hurt today, and kind of that's the first time in a long time. So I figure if I have to take that half Tylenol once a week, so be it. It'll get me through to the Ironman, and then I can stop them again and still, concentrate more on healing the gut. Although maybe by then it will be healed, because I'm still going to be incorporating a lot of the diet restrictions that I had imposed on myself. So we'll see. But I just really had to do something that got me through the long runs, and that will get me through the long runs. So speaking of long runs, training is starting to ramp up. A week in my training right now is looking like Mondays are more of a down day, where I'm just going to be swimming and doing my weights. Tuesdays, I do intervals on the bike, and for that, I'm going out I have a flat stretch of road about 1 kilometer away from me. That's about 2.5 kilometers long. I do intervals there, down on my aero bars, practicing the aero position. And then I usually have maybe a 30-minute run after that. On Wednesdays is my speed workout day, and I go to that same stretch of road. I just like it because it's flat, and it's really easy to do the speed sessions just back and forth. And on Wednesdays as well, I'll go and do some weights. I'm doing weights like twice a week. I just really find that I want to increase some of my strength and continue to work on the SI joint issues, which require the strengthening of the glutes, the hamstrings. On Thursdays, I have a bike and a run. They're separate. It's not a brick workout. And again, for the bike, I want to continue practicing my arrows. Florida is a very flat course, so it's really important to have time in the arrows, get really used to it. And again, try to do it as a bit of an interval, so I'm pushing. I worry that my speed has kind of gotten slower this past year, and I really need to work on some speed, put some effort in so that I make my cutoff time in Florida. Thursdays as well, I swim. On Fridays, it's again I have a bike. It's about 1.5 hours. The other bike sessions are about 1 hour. Fridays, it's about 1.5 hours on my trainer or outdoors. It all depends on the weather. And on Saturdays, I have my long run. Right now, like today, Saturday, I did 16K. So every week it's probably going to go up now by a couple of kilometers, just so that I get back into those longer distances again and get my body ready for the Ironman. And on Sundays, I have my long ride. Tomorrow it'll be 4 hours, so the times will increase, and I'll get up to, like, tomorrow 4 hours, it's going to be between 80 and 90 kilometers. That will increase over the next few months to upwards of 160, 170 kilometers. So, but one thing that's great this year, last year when I was training, I did really all the bulk of the training in the summer months, the long distances, and it was so hot last year. This year, I mean, we've had some hot days, but I know that some of those longer runs or the longer rides are probably going to be more in September, October, where the weather is going to be a lot cooler. So that's it for a little bit of an update. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.